Welcome to Learn with Amin. At the end of this video, you will learn what documents to be submitted as proof of funds. So I am going to show you the real documents that were submitted for express entry, permanent residency application and got accepted and the PR application was approved. First of all, go to this website canada.ca. So this website is updated frequently with the amount of money that you need to show as settlement funds or liquid funds before you immigrate to Canada or when you apply. So basically, if you are moving as a single person, you would have to show around 14,690 Canadian dollars that you have this much amount of liquid funds to support yourself after your move to Canada. And if you are a couple of two, then you would have to show the funds of around $18,288, and they accept very specific bank documents as proof of funds. So basically it has to be the documents from either a bank or a financial institution. It should be on a letterhead and should include the bank or institution's contact information, your full name, outstanding debts, the details such as account number and date each account was opened, current account balance, and also the average balance for the past 6 months. And I have already uploaded one video on proof of funds. So basically I provided the proof of funds from a country called as Qatar when I was staying there. But after I got the acknowledgement of receipt and after I submitted my medicals, my fingerprints, just before getting the ready for visa email, I changed my country of residence and I moved out of Qatar and I moved to US. So I didn't want to keep the Qatar bank account because I was not staying there anymore, and also I moved to US and it was not for the first time. So I had basically the financial history in the country and I also had credit history in the country. And I wanted to provide the proof of funds because Canada or IRCC checks the proof of funds at every stage of the application. Even when you are at the Canada immigration moving to Canada for the first time, they want to know if you have liquid funds to support yourself, and you would have to carry some documents or carry money in cash or carry the money in the form of cashier's check or deposit it in a Canada bank account. So basically you need proof of funds at every stage of the application. Now let's get started. What documents I submitted from USA as proof of funds. So this is the first document that I submitted. So this is basically a bank letter and it is on a letterhead, and it also contains the address and phone number of the bank branch, and it has the signature of the branch manager and also the stamp of the bank branch. And this document was submitted because I wanted to show my account number, I wanted to show when the account was opened, and I also wanted to show the current balance in the bank account. And here was my full name. So bank stamp and signature was already included in the document. Now here you can see that the current balance was given in United States dollar, in basically USD. I requested the bank manager to convert it into Canadian dollars and provide the current balance in CAD in the table, but they refused to provide such a document. But this document was accepted because the current balance was in USD. So you should try to get a bank letter which states your current balance in local currency and also states current balance in Canadian dollars. Because she was refusing to give me the current balance in Canadian dollars, I got the ID card of the branch manager which contains her phone number and also the email address. I submitted it as proof. If they have to call the bank manager and ask anything, then it is easily possible. And this ID card is also containing the email address. So I was basically trying to clear all the requirements. Till now, I completed the requirement of account number, date opened and current balance, and this is on an official document. Now, next requirement was to show the 6 months average account balance. So I requested the bank manager again to provide such a document, a simple one-page document on the letterhead stating that the average account balance for the past 6 months was so and so. They refused that they cannot give that document, and they said you can submit a bank account statement for the past 6 months to show how your account balance has changed over the past 6 months. As I earlier mentioned, it was not the first time that I went to US. I had financial history, I had credit history, and this bank account was opened 3 to 4 years before my second move to the country. So there was some transaction and amount of money in the bank account, so I got the 6 months bank account statement to show the average account balance. So basically it had information of my full name, it has account number, it has the routing number, the opening balance. So this is the signature and the stamp. So although this is an account statement which you can get online, you can download it, but you also require the banker's signature and the banker's stamp on those account statements. So don't just download the account statement and provide it as a proof. You require the signature and the stamp as well. And in the first document, they also refuse to provide a full account number on the certificate. So bank account statement covered that the full account number was provided on the bank account statement. Those were around 4 pages, and as you can see, there is the description of the transaction, deposits, additions and ending daily balance. So such document I have provided for 6 months. So basically this is a monthly account statement. I'm not showing you 24 pages, but there were 4 pages for every month, and there were 6 months documents. After that, I had to show my credit card and loan history basically. So in United States, you can get annual credit report from multiple services like TransUnion or Experian. So I provided the annual credit report from Experian. So this is to show the history of credit card payments and any loans or liens that you have. So here, this is the document. It is a multi-page document. It has all the history, whether you have paid your credit card always on time, how many credit cards you have, how many loan documents you have, how many liens you have, do you have a car loan, do you have a home loan. But at that time I only had one credit card, so I provided the credit card statement at the end of this document. If you have multiple credit cards, then you would have to provide multiple credit card statements. If you have multiple loans and liens, you would have to provide those loan documents or mortgage documents as proof of funds as well. So this is to show that you do not have huge amount of debt and you are not into collections basically. So it states several accounts, public records, hard inquiry. There was my name, multiple addresses, my year of birth, so addresses, and this was the credit card that I had at that time. And all this payment history green, it shows that I have always made the credit card payments on time, so it acts as a positive. Then there was balance history, how much was the balance during each date. So I have redacted all this information because it is sensitive, but this is how the annual credit statement looks like. And this is the contact information, hard inquiries, soft inquiries. So these are the list of the inquiries. So these were all inquiries. These are not the loan or history of liens. After that, there were some common pages. So this was the end of the annual credit statement. So I basically had only one credit card and no mortgages or no loans. So I submitted the credit card statement as part of the supporting document. If you have any mortgages or liens, you would have to provide the mortgage documents or lien documents as supporting document as well. So once again, so this is the credit card transactions, and it was just a monthly credit card statement. And this was the document that showed the wire transfer information or routing number to link the money that I had transferred between the countries of resident. So it basically has this information about the domestic wire, international wires, bank address, how the name reflects in the sender's address. So all this information. So this was the proof of funds that I submitted from United States, and these documents were accepted and my PR application was approved. I hope this video was helpful. If you need any help with your PR application, you can connect with me or comment on the YouTube video. I will try to come up with a response as soon as possible. Thank you, take care, and bye bye.